guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nisi, the beauty icon. Stay tuned for these details that I'm about to show you in this video. So we start with 2 braids, and I make sure that the part is right dead center, and I want to leave that exposed because when I get ready to put my cap on it, I want to make sure that it's used as the foundation. So here I'm using the red by Kiss brown wig cap. It comes 2 to a pack, and I'm also using the model 10-inch OT27, and it's the 2-tone colors. So as I begin to mold her hair, I'm using my Eco Style gel, and I'm taking her size up, and I'm taking them up because I'm going to place the tracks all the way down her head. So I want to make sure that my foundation is sure by taking the hair up. And you'll also see that I go across the braids with the gel as well to make sure it's extra protected. And you just want to make sure that everything is smooth before you put your net on. I didn't use the net to cover the whole head. I just want to protect the hair that she tends to keep and want to grow. Now you also see there's a cutout in this net, and that's just to expose the actual scalp. Everything else will be covered. Now we take our wig cap and place it on top of the net and the areas that I have previously covered with the gel. And I'm gonna go over the wig cap and make sure that it's thoroughly covered with the gel again. And that's just to ensure the extra protection from the glue adhering directly on the hair. And once this is done, she sits under the dryer to make sure that it's thoroughly dry, and we can begin the tracking process. So guys, I'm excited to say that one of my sister stylists, CC Kalandra Parker, straight out of Mobile, Alabama, hosted a weaving class. And in this weaving class, I learned that instead of you gluing the tracks one by one, you can take the whole pack of hair and cut it into 3s and glue all at once. And then you're able to place the tracks where they go and cut as you go. And it saves a lot of time and expedites the whole weaving process. So I definitely appreciate this technique because as a stylist and a good stylist, you always want to share something with other stylists to improve the art and improve the industry. So as I get closer to the top, you notice that I curved the track just a little bit more so the hair can fall towards the face. So as the top closes in, you notice there's the U shape again. And I'm using this piece right here to be a filler. But then I'm going in and I'm keeping the tracks like right on top of each other. And as it gets closer to that part line, you still want to leave a little gap so we can fill in the middle. Now that I have my tracks close enough, I can go in and clip the cap just a little bit around the front part of her hair. And that's only to remove the band and allow the wig cap to sit flat. So I'm using this Eben Wonder Lace Bond. I think that's how you say it, but I'm using this to create my closure. So as I showed you in my pink half bob tutorial, I cut the hair off the track, and right here you just see me snipping off the loose hairs to make it even across, and then I place it on top of the glue and I press it in with my shears to make sure that it sits flat. So you just continue this process all the way through until you meet up with your part line. So now here you can see why I left a little cutout in the wig neck, because it gives you the option to see the actual part line that you have made for your client, so that the part is straight when you get ready to lay down the hair that you're gluing down. And you just want to make sure that you get it as close as possible. It don't have to be picture perfect, but at least close to perfect as you can get it. And I'll show you close to the end of the video the trick to make it look perfect. So here I'm just going in, filling in any gaps, making sure that everything looks neat and as close to perfect as I can get it. And I'm not missing any spots. I mean, going back to fill in areas that I think might need it. So the majority of my bob cuts are started off with the clipper cut. And the clipper cut is used as a razor, and it just kind of detail the shape and the length of bob that I'm going for. And the key here is to just take your time and graze the hair, and not to just go in chopping with the clippers. If you take your time and graze the hair, the clippers will kind of give you the outline to form the foundation. And also, I don't have the harsh lines that the shears would leave if I just go in and kind of outline it with the shears. And it doesn't work me as hard outlining the hair as a razor does. It's so many techniques in forming a cut. And so many tools to use. So I say, you know, if you're interested in doing something different, something you've never done, to go for it. And don't worry about not having enough information or feeling like you're not ready. The main thing is to take a leap, because you never know until you try how good you are in doing so. And that's one of the reasons that I love being a stylist. Everything that you create is driven from either something you're seeing or something you've thought of. And my thing is my creativity comes from the faith that lies in God. And He gives me the ideal to put things to life through the art of hair. And now that this is done, you can kind of see the direction I'm going in with this bob, and the foundation is now set. So we can go in and texturize and add some soft layers to this cut. And here I'm holding my thinning shears, and this is what I'm going to use to layer the hair and to texturize it. And here you can say, as I get ready to thin out the hair, that I'm going in with my shears at an angle. I'm not going straight in because I'm actually just kind of removing the bulk of the hair. Now I'm ready to use my Tinkle razor just to thin out the section in the nape area to kind of blend it in just a little bit more here. So here I'm using my BTZ Smooth Criminal blowout balm. It's really good for shine. And I do this before I curl any hair. It can be natural hair or weave. It does the same thing. And then I'm using my Essential lacquer, which I love this product, and it's good for either a soft or a firm hold. And as I begin curling, I start from the middle of the head and work my way down as if I'm doing a roller set. But as I curl the hair, I'm not curling whole curls. I'm doing more like a bump. Oh, and guys, I forgot to mention, I'm using my 1-inch Ion brand flat irons. And I'm using it for the different lengths throughout the whole style. Okay, we are down to the last curl and we're almost done. So now we can kind of comb it just to style it a little bit. And as I turn her around, you still see the imperfection in her part line. So now it's time for me to clean up that part a little bit. So I use my high beam spray along with the LA Girl concealer. And I just go down the middle of her part. Once I do this, I use my little stick and I spray around the stick just to enclose it a little bit more and fill in the gap. And now that that's done, that makes her part look more natural and complete. So that wraps it up for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit your post notification buttons for more updates. And also comment below to tell me what other videos you would like to see me do. Thank you guys so much. You be blessed.